Hello, my name is Abel Saw, and for this project, I'll be doing the encryption and the database.
Hello, my name is Bavita Patty. I'm the visual designer for this project.
Hello, my name is Equasia Davis, and I'm doing the encryption for this project.
Hello, my name is Justin DeBro. I'll be helping out with the encryption process as well as developing the messaging service in this project.
And this is our Matlab data encryption project. Our app is called ChatBubble, and for our project, we have decided to create a messaging app that encrypts the user's message being sent and decrypt it on the receiving side. The motivation behind this app is to have a safe way for user to send messages. To do this, there are three tasks that need to be accomplished. We need to create a way to send and receive messages, a way to encrypt and decrypt messages, and a database to hold everything. We were initially deciding to use AES to encrypt our messages, but due to the difficulty, we have decided to use other form of encryption.
So, encryption is the process of scrambling from plain text to ciphertext so that it is unrecognizable. This ensures that the data is protected when being transmitted through a network. Those who have the secret key are the only ones who can decipher the text to access the original message. In our case, we are going to encrypt and decrypt text messages. We are going to implement two types of encryption, symmetric and asymmetric. In symmetric encryption, the encryption is symmetric encryption. The encryption and decryption keys are the same. The key is a shared key because the sender implementing the encryption must share the key with anyone authorized to decrypt the message. On the other hand, asymmetric encryption uses two different keys where the encryption key is available for anyone to use and the encryption key is only for those receiving the message. For our project, we are going to utilize both methods where asymmetric will be used to confirm the identity of someone to start the conversation, and symmetric will be used to continue the conversation just between the two parties.
This is the logging screen part of the app. So far, I've made the logging screen with the most basic layout. The goal here is to make a quick registration by respecting users' time and giving them more options to create an account by providing them with several ways to register. For instance, through social media accounts like Google, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Besides speed and convenience, security is the most important aspect of creating a solid logging screen. I think one way that we could simplify the security aspect is to have the user log in with their email address instead of having them create a username. Two big reasons for this is that it's easier to remember and I believe that it's more secure. Right now, when the password is entered, you can see the letters. So to protect the user's privacy, hiding the characters that are being typed in the password box should appear hidden. However, this is something that requires research because I'm not sure if it's a built-in function in Matlab. Moving on to the visual aspect of the overall app, I'll be using several other references to see how I want each page on the app to look like. I have a few resources shortlisted and they are InVision and Sketchmirror. Sketchmirror allows me to view and design files to ensure that my proportions and layouts are appropriate for the size. InVision allows me to share my ideas with my group and collect their feedback on layouts. These are the things I'll be focusing on for now. Other things will get added as we progress along the way.
After the user logs in, they will be shown the screen to the left, which they will be able to interact with as they please. On the right is a mock-up of the new conversation screen in which the user will enter text that'll be later encrypted and saved to be viewed. Moving back to the message screen, the features we plan to implement are starting a new message chat, reopening previous message chats, the ability to change account information, the ability to change user settings, displaying a desired user's image, the ability to close the application. At the moment, we've used MATLAB's design app system to issue a series of callbacks that will be beneficial to accessing code segments and functions, as well as linking the separate GUIs together. Overall, with the systems in place in this menu, we plan on creating a pseudo messaging service application.
Moving forward, I'll be working on creating the database and help create the encryption.
Going forward, I'll be working on bettering the visual aspect and the overall look of the app. The idea is to have a user-friendly interface with pleasing layouts. I'll be collaborating with everyone throughout the designing process.
Going forward, I will be researching ways to implement the encryption. I'm thinking of starting off by getting the plain text from the user input and turning it into a character array to decrypt each character separately.
From this point onward, I'll be working alongside Abel and Equatia to figure out the general encryption process, as well as creating an environment to access previously developed messages using the message screen. Hello, this is Justin the Bro checking in at the end of the video. I know this is going to stretch the 5-minute mark to a little bit longer than what is expected, but I wanted to show a little bit of the functionality of this. So we're going to quickly run this application. Going to bring up the nice login page. Going to click login. It's going to take us to our message screen where we have the GUI here. Now I can select on start a new conversation, which is going to bring us to our text message screen. Insert name. This is where we're going to put all the text that all the users are going to be inputting, which will be encrypted later. We can select on accounts or settings. Oh, both of which are loading pages. Both of those are linked to separate pages. And finally, if you just click the logout feature, it'll just exit us out nice and quickly. This is our current functionality for the project. All that's left is to implement the features necessary and mentioned throughout the presentation. Thank you for your time.